Good morning to all students. Once again, welcome on online classes. Now, in today lecture of class 9th, lecture 2nd. In lecture 1st, we already discussed about how we will represent the frequency distribution table and how we will convert the raw data into the frequency distribution table. Now, in today lecture, we will discuss the representation of data in graphical form. That is exercise 14.3. So we can represent the given data in graphical form using three different methods. First one is the bar graph, second one is the histogram, and third is the frequency polygon. First, bar graph. Bar graph is also used to represent the data in graphical form. Second is histogram is also used to represent the data in graphical form. And third one is frequency polygon is also used to represent the data in graphical form. So we will discuss one by one. First is the bar graph. So in bar graph, we represent the information, the given information in the form of bars, and bars is in the shape of rectangle. बार्स किस शेप में होती है? रेक्टेंगल शेप में. सो इन बार ग्राफ वी रिप्रेजेंट द गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बार, एंड द डिस्टेंस ओवर द स्पेस बिटवीन टू बार्स आर ऑलवेज इक्वल. अंडरस्टैंड? Always the distance or the space between two bars remain will come same. Suppose करो आप 5 ब्लॉक्स का ले रहे हो, 5 ब्लॉक्स का ही रहेगा. आप 1 ब्लॉक का स्पेस ले रहे हो, then till end 1 ब्लॉक का ही रहेगा. Now we will discuss the question how we will draw the bar graph. Question is that draw bar graph for following. So how we will represent the bar graph for that given following data. Now how we will represent? Question is given to you students here. Here given to you goods, and here given to you their prices, which is given to you in rupees. First is the price of sugar is 30. Second, price of milk is 25. Price of tea is 45, and etc. That is the 55. So how we will represent the given information in the form of bar graph? So students, how we will represent? Firstly, we will draw in that x-axis and y-axis. Origin. On x-axis, we will consider the goods, and on y-axis, we will consider its prices. First block, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8. Now we will take here values 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. First block, sugar price is 30. So this block reserves for sugar. One block left, then milk. One block left, then tea. Then after to so on. Sugar price is 30 rupees. So for sugar, the height of the bar graph till 30. Second is for milk is 25. So for milk, 25. For T is 45 T. For etc is 55. For etc, that is 55. So this bar graph is according to the given data. So now the reverse question is that students, reverse question student क्या हो सकता है here, which goods have the minimum price? So milk have the minimum price, that is the 25 rupees. Understand? So if bar graph is given to you, then you can give easily answer to the question. And if table is given to you, then you can easily draw the graph. Now we will write down here the scale. We write down the scale only on y-axis, and on y-axis what we will write down, one big block is equals to 10 centimeter. X-axis is not given. Understand? So first of all, according to given data, we draw the bar graph, then after we will write down the scale. Next type question, if class interval is given to you, then how we will draw the bar graph? Here class interval is not given, but second type question, draw the bar graph for following. So how we will draw the bar graph? Class interval and frequency given to you, 10 to 20, 30, 30 to 40, 50, 50 to 60, 70, and 70 to 80 is 40. Represent these information in the bar graph. आपको क्या करना है, बार ग्राफ. बट हियर यू विल चेक दैट गिवन क्लास इज इन कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म. नो, क्या है, कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म में है. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 these are not in continuous form. So firstly we draw the bar graph. Origin on x-axis we consider the class interval, and on y-axis we will consider the frequency. चलो blocks 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. Values we will take 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 70 and 80. First 10 to 20 frequency is 30. 10 to 20 frequency is 30. 30 to 40 frequency is 50. 30 to 40 frequency is the 50. Frequency 50. Second, third, 50 to 60 their frequency value is 70. 50 to 60 frequency value is the 70. Next 70 to 80 frequency value is 40. So 40. Now we will write down here the scale, and in scale on x axis one big block is equals to how many units or how many centimeter, 10 centimeter, and on y axis one big block is equals to 10 centimeter. On x axis also one big block is equals to 10 centimeter, and on y axis also one big block is equals to 10 centimeter. On the behalf of that graph also asking question, in which class interval the frequency is the maximum, and in which class interval the frequency is the minimum. So students, in which class interval the frequency is the maximum? 50 to 60 is the maximum, that is the 70. And in which class interval the frequency is the minimum 10 to 20, that is the 30. Understand? So that is the all about the bar graph. Now second, we will discuss the histogram. So students, first of all, before starting the histogram, what is the basic difference between the bar graph and the histogram? Basic difference क्या है? Second is histogram. So what is the basic difference between the bar graph and the histogram? In bar graph there is a space, or in bar graph there is a equal space between two bars, but in histogram there is no available space between two bars. That is the important. Bar graph is a discontinuous class interval, but in a histogram that is a continuous form interval. जो आपका हिस्टोग्राम होगा इसमें क्लास इंटरवल किस फॉर्म में होगा? कंटिन्यूअस फॉर्म में होगा. बट इन बार ग्राफ द क्लास इंटरवल इज नॉट इन कंटिन्यूअस फॉर्म. ओके, नाउ हाउ वी विल रिप्रेजेंट द हिस्टोग्राम? सो हिस्टोग्राम is a graphical form of data in which class interval is given in continuous form. Meaning is that the space between two bars are zero. Space क्या होता है? Available space between two bars are zero. That is known as the histogram. So in bar graph, if space between two bars become the zero, then that convert into the histogram. So condition for histogram. So what is the condition for histogram? First condition, class interval should be equal. Second is class is in continuous form. क्लास कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म में होनी चाहिए एंड क्लास इंटरवल क्या होना चाहिए? इक्वल होना चाहिए. बट इफ क्लास इंटरवल इज नॉट इक्वल, देन हाउ वी विल मेक द इक्वल? एंड इफ क्लास इज नॉट इन कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म, देन हाउ वी विल मेक इट ए कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म? Suppose that class interval and frequency is given to you 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then students, how we will convert it into continuous form? बिकॉज अगर आपको हिस्टोग्राम बनाना है, सो हिस्टोग्राम कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए क्या कंपलसरी है? क्लास इंटरवल शुड बी इन कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म. सो दैट क्या कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म में है? नो. सो हाउ वी विल कन्वर्ट द कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म? फर्स्टली वी विल फाइंड आउट द डिफरेंस ऑफ कमिंग क्लास लोअर लिमिट एंड प्रीवियस क्लास अपर लिमिट. डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट करो. 11 माइनस 10 1, 2 से डिवाइड करो, क्या है? 0.5. सो वी एड 0.5 into upper class limit and subtract 0.5 into lower class limit. क्या करोगे स्टूडेंट्स? अपर क्लास लिमिट में जो डिफरेंस का हाफ आ रहा है उसको ऐड करना है और लोअर क्लास लिमिट में क्या करना है? सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. सो व्हाट इज द न्यू टेबल फॉर दैट वन? क्लास इंटरवल एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी. क्लास इंटरवल क्या बनेगा? माइनस 0.5 to 10.5 frequency as it is. Next 10.5 to 20.5. Next 20.5 to 30.5. Next 30.5 to 40.5 to 35 to 45. Now that class interval is converted into its continuous form or not? Easily we can convert into continuous form. So firstly students आपको क्या चेक करना है? Class interval is in continuous form or not? So how you will check that class interval is in its continuous form or not? कैसे कन्वर्ट करोगे स्टूडेंट? फर्स्टली यू विल फाइंड आउट द डिफरेंस ऑफ द कमिंग क्लास लोअर लिमिट एंड प्रीवियस क्लास अपर लिमिट. जो आपकी कमिंग क्लास है उसकी लोअर लिमिट और जो प्रीवियस क्लास है उसकी अपर लिमिट का डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट कर लो. आपने डिफरेंस कैलकुलेट कर लिया 1/2. आफ्टर द डिफरेंस को किससे डिवाइड करना है? 2 से डिवाइड करो. 1/2 दैट इज द 0.5. नाउ दैट हाफ ऑफ द डिफरेंस we will add in upper class limit and we will subtract in from lower class limit. upper class limit में आपको add करना है और lower class limit में क्या करना है? आपको subtract करना है. Understand? So first condition for histogram is to be that firstly you will check whether that the given class interval is continuous form or not. Understand? So in today's lecture we discuss the how we represent the given data in the graphical form. ग्राफिकल फॉर्म में कैसे रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं? सो वी डिस्कस फर्स्ट मेथड दैट इज द बार ग्राफ. अब बार ग्राफ में क्या होता है स्टूडेंट्स? वी रिप्रेजेंट द गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन इन द फॉर्म्स ऑफ बार. गिवन इंफॉर्मेशन को किसमें रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं? बार की फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. एंड बार इज नथिंग बट द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ डाटा इन रेक्टेंगुलर फॉर्म. जो गिवन डाटा उसको किस फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट किया है? रेक्टेंगुलर फॉर्म में रिप्रेजेंट किया है. सेकेंड इज हिस्टोग्राम. हिस्टोग्राम इज द अनदर फॉर्म ऑफ रिप्रेजेंटिंग द डेटा इन ग्राफिकल मेथड इन विच the space between two bars are 0. Meaning is that there is no space between the bars. Meaning is that histogram is a continuous class interval. In histogram continuous class interval are present. histogram में क्या होता है? continuous class interval present होता है. After that what is the condition for histogram? First condition, class interval should be equal. एंड सेकेंड इज दैट क्लास इज इन इट कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म. नाउ अभी क्या डिस्कस किया है? इफ क्लास इंटरवल इज नॉट इन कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म देन हाउ वी विल कन्वर्ट इनटू कंटिन्यूस फॉर्म? बाय एडिंग अपर लिमिट एंड सब्ट्रैक्ट लोअर लिमिट. द हाफ और डिफरेंस का हाफ करके ऐड करना और सब्ट्रैक्ट करना. सो दैट इज द ऑल अबाउट द टुडे लेक्चर. ओके, इन नेक्स्ट लेक्चर वी विल डिस्कस दैट condition first. If class interval is not equal, then how we will make the equal? Then after, how we will draw the histogram? And the third point is that how we will represent the frequency polygon. Frequency polygon is also the another form of representing the data that we will discuss in next lecture. Thank you.